Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Siboga TV, which is your number one online political channel. And today I want us to have a discussion whether Kithure Kindiki, who is the current Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, after Rigathi Gachagua was impeached by the Senate, and since now Professor Kithure Kindiki Abraham has actually been sworn in as the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya, can he be able to consolidate the mountain and convince the voters of Mount Kenya to vote for William Samoei Arap Ruto, let come 2027? Because as you know, Rigathi Gachagua worked so hard until he was able to bring the votes of Mount Kenya to the basket of William Samoei Ruto during the 2022 presidential election. And he has also worked tirelessly until he was successful to be the leader of Mount Kenya. And now, since he has been impeached, and there is that aspect that the mountain now is divided into two, can the current Deputy President, Kithure Kindiki, be able to unify the mountain so that as we approach 2027 presidential election, the mountain can vote again for President William Samoei Arap Ruto? So that's what we are going to have as a candidate discussion. But before we dive in and try to discuss about all that, I could request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends, and if your friends are lovers of politics, it's good to request them for us to subscribe to this YouTube channel. And whenever you subscribe to our YouTube channel, always remember to smash the bell button, because by doing that, you give YouTube permission so that it can notify you to watch any political content that we upload into YouTube. And for those ones who have subscribed to our YouTube channel, I say thank you so much, because you are our inspiration, and that's why we always continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. Now let us go back to the discussion. Can Abraham Kithure Kindiki, who is the current Deputy President, be able to unify Mount Kenya as a whole? As you know, Kithure Kindiki comes from Tharaka Nithi. He has been a close associate of President William Samoei Arap Ruto. And also it is being said that Kithure Kindiki was the person who was supposed to deputize or to be the running mate of William Samoei Ruto during the 2022 presidential election. But from William Samoei Ruto's wisdom, he saw that Kithure Kindiki is a bit soft. He went for somebody who is hard, somebody who is capable of convincing the mountain so that at least it can vote for him. And that is why he had to use Rigathi Gachagua to be the Deputy President of the Republic of Kenya. But now, Rigathi has been impeached, and it is now the turn for Professor Kithure Kindiki to make sure that he unify the mountain. He must convince the mountain to work as a whole. He must be able to convince the mountain as we go forward, so that let come 2027, it can be able to vote for William Samoei Arap Ruto. But I really don't know, or I don't see whether that job can be done by Kithure Kindiki, because there are several forces outside the mountain which actually is going to make it impossible for Kithure Kindiki to succeed in that mission. Because the former president, Uhuru Muigai Kenyatta, influence politically is still felt in the mountain. And to add on that, now since Rigathi Gachagua has been impeached and Kithure Kindiki has taken in, Rigathi also will make it impossible. And that's why many people from Mount Kenya are calling upon Rigathi Gachagua actually to register a party which will take forward the aspiration of Mount Kenya. And many people in Mount Kenya, they actually feel that Kithure Kindiki has actually betrayed the people of Mount Kenya by accepting that position. So he has been tainted to be a rebel, to be against Mount Kenya by actually the people of Mount Kenya. Because many people of Mount Kenya actually are able to see Kithure Kindiki as the service man of President William Samoei Arap Ruto, or the handman of William Samoei Arap Ruto. And that means the mountain cannot come together or cannot be put together by Kithure Kindiki. So one of the reasons is because of those forces which are within the mountain, which cannot actually accept the mountain to be unified by Kithure Kindiki. Another thing which actually is going to make Kithure Kindiki not to be able to unify the mountain is because he has been labeled as a betrayer of the mountain. And now the people of mountain are perceiving him as a betrayer. So that is going to make it so difficult for him actually to be able to unify the mountain and to convince the mountain to vote for William Samoei Arap Ruto. And that is why William Samoei Ruto is very careful. That's why he has brought in ODM. So that if we will find that Kithure Kindiki cannot be able to bring in the votes from Mount Kenya, then he can lie the side of Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. Another thing which actually makes me to feel that Kithure Kindiki cannot be in the position of uniting the mountain, or of convincing the people of the mountain to vote in for William Samoei Ruto, let come 2027, is because William Samoei Ruto actually comes from a very small tribe, a minority tribe within the mountain. That means the Taraka. And as you know, in this republic, for you to have an influence then you must come up from a bigger tribe like the Kikuyu, where the former deputy president Rigathi Gachagua was coming from. So it will be actually very difficult for a person from a minority tribe in Mount Kenya to bring or to convince the bigger tribe so that the mountain can work in unison and hence be able to convince them so that they can vote in for William Samoei Arap Ruto, let come 2027. So that's another thing which might actually hinder Kithure Kindiki to unify the mountain. Another thing which actually may hinder Kithure Kindiki to unify the mountain is because he is not aggressive enough. So for you to become successful in unifying the mountain and convince the mountain to vote for William Samoei Ruto let come 2027, you must be a person who is able to be aggressive enough. What I see is lacking in Kithure Kindiki. Kithure Kindiki is not aggressive because if Kithure Kindiki was aggressive enough, then it was to be very easy for him to be the running mate of President William Samoei Arap Ruto in the 2022 presidential election. So that's another reason that makes me believe that Kithure Kindiki cannot be able to unify the entire mountain. Another thing is that now people view Kithure Kindiki as a person who is very loyal to the president. And actually, even Kithure Kindiki has said that he's going to be very loyal to the president and he will make sure that he cannot let down the president. So by only those remarks that were made by Kithure Kindiki, actually echoes in the ears of the people of Mount Kenya that Kithure Kindiki cannot be very loyal to President William Samoei Ruto and at the same time loyal to the people of the mountain. That means he cannot champion the aspiration of the people of Mount Kenya. And because of that feel, it's going to be very difficult for him to be able to bring the mountain together. So that's another issue which makes me feel that Kithure Kindiki cannot be able to unify the mountain. What do you think are other reasons which may not make Kithure Kindiki to be in that position of unifying the entire mountain? Or do you agree with this aspect that Kithure Kindiki cannot actually be able to unify the mountain? Please drop your comment in the comment section below. And if this is your first time to bump into this YouTube channel, I request you kindly to take a minute or two and subscribe to this YouTube channel. Give this video a like, share the video to your friends. And if your friends are lovers of politics, it's also good to request them to subscribe, because by doing that, then you give YouTube that permission whenever also you touch the notification bell so that you can be notified, so that you can watch any political content that we upload into YouTube. And for those ones who have subscribed to this YouTube channel, I say thank you. May God bless you abundantly, because you always inspire us to continue coming up with this kind of political analysis. And with that, I say thank you, and may God bless you all abundantly until we meet in our next political conversation. Goodbye.